Hello, my hashtag old days soul fam and hashtag newbies. Welcome if you're new. If you enjoy this after you've watched it, please like it, comment if you feel guided, share it if you feel like another twin flame could benefit from it. And yeah, so basically, this is the third time I've went to film this, so that can kind of drive you a bit crazy. But before I forget what I'm going to say, so I'll do it before I do the intro. There's something about third time lucky, there's something about procrastinating, there's something about needing something to be perfect, there's something about lots of interruptions, because like I said, I've actually done the intro, like as in spoke for 5 minutes. I didn't speak any longer than that. Spoke for 5 minutes on two videos before this, and this is the third time, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, let's go, we're doing it, because it's like, that's annoying, and like if it happens again, it's just, I'm going to want to give up. So, and they just pulled me that deck of cards, the hero's journey that Charlotte gave me. So I'm actually going to just, because I've been tidying up, I found them. So I think we'll use this as the there's something about the hero's journey. I feel this is like where you, if this is going to be yours. So again, I don't want to give the same big chat again. So if you're new, my name's Claire, not Crystal, and like I said, welcome, join the soul family. And this is a twin flame channel. I'm a divine flame, divine flame. Well, yeah, divine flame, twin flame, divine channel, collective channel. So I pick up on world events. I pick up on twin flames is primarily what I'm here to do. As in, like, I'm not kidding when I say the only people that I'm guided to help are twin flames. Now, does it mean that when people randomly come up to me in places because I'm a medium and a shaman and a healer, that I don't help people that are not twin flames, like, you know what I mean, when they're stuck? Like, no, of course not. People that have known me for years know that I've saved people's lives on nights out on the beach, when people have been feeling suicidal, depressed, you name it. So I do help other people, but it's just my primary purpose is to help twin flames. Sounds a bit heavy, but you can tell it's a Scorpio moon right now. So yeah, so everything I do is channeling, everything I do is healing. I'm a medium, I'm a shaman, I'm a hypnotherapist, I'm a life coach, I'm a, probably something I haven't mentioned, I heal your inner child. I also heal actual children. Like, usually it's people that know me in some way, shape or form. Like, it's like clients' kids or friends' kids, or and I don't know what else. And it's soul retrieval, yeah. That's what's unique to me as well. Everything I do is soul retrieval. So I'm always clearing your energy and calling back your power. And some of the healing I do is extremely fast. So if you feel any kind of heat or movement around your body, it's just the energy clearing out. Oh, I'm a Reiki master as well. I always forget to say that. So it's, like I said, there's probably something I am that I haven't actually said. And a weave astrology in it to do that a lot. So that's just this. That's, I've mixed all the words up. But again, see what I mean? It's like something's. I'm not stopping this, because that's part of the chat I just gave. Is that it's crazy how long I've been procrastinating to do this. Like, I've been procrastinating on doing this actual spread for the channel since about April or May. So, you know what I mean? It's mental. So, and it's not that complicated. Basically, I've done this in personal readings, people love it. But what I'm going to do is, we've got, as you can see, my cute wee crystals. I got these when I was with my best pal. I don't know if I said that before, like, about a year ago. But there's 12 houses in astrology, there's 12 signs, and I'm going to read this as a reading, a healing for whoever it is that most needs it, is the intention that I'm setting. Now, that's not going to be one person, that's going to be quite a few people that resonate. And also, if at any point when you're listening, you're like, that doesn't make sense for me, but it feels like I've got a sense that this is going to make sense to my twin flame, then just, yeah, take whatever resonates, leave the rest, kind of thing, as with everything I do, or with anything that anyone does, really, I would say. And let's just see what comes out. But like I said, because of what's happened before, I don't want to be saying any more than that. Let's just get going with this. So, and we'll see what comes out. So at the time of filming this, it's the 16th of October 2023. We're still within the new moon lunar eclipse in Libra. We've got the full moon in Taurus. Did I say lunar eclipse? Or sorry, it's the new moon. I think I did, whatever. But again, we're not stopping, because again, I'm telling you, it's the energy. Do you know I didn't use the sage the first two times? I just looked at 444. That's the angel supporting us. I didn't use the sage the first time or the second time, and then the third time I was like, oh, right, okay. And it's because of the interference. And when it's in a Scorpio moon, it's like, that's really intense energy for me personally, but also it is a good time for me to help others, like, because it's when a lot of fuckery can be done. Like, the dark side of Scorpio is as dark as you can get. Do you know what I mean? And that's why these energies go for me big time, because I've got Pluto 0 degrees Scorpio, so it's like I can see what they're about to do before they do it, kind of, you know. So it's like I get bad psychic attack, as I say all the time, for helping others. See, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's something that I reveal in this that somebody really needs to know that wasn't, I don't know, that you didn't know. So let's just see, that's what I'm good at in Scorpio Moon. What else was I going to say there? I've just actually looked down. I'm not even using this tarot deck, but I've just looked at the fuck this, the Eight of Cups card. Again, this is about moving on. Like somewhere where you've learned the lessons you need to learn, and there's just nothing else to give anymore. So whether that's about a relationship, 555, relationship karmic breakdowns are very common at eclipse season. It's what it does. It breaks down things that, it's like the tower. It breaks down things that weren't built on a firm foundation. If you were living a lie, things are going to break down round about now to like the next full moon, the 28th. So also remember the 28th full moon, that lunar eclipse, is in Taurus, and Taurus is Uranus is in Taurus, the planet of awakening. It shakes, and when it's in Taurus, it shakes up your foundations. It can actually shake up your living situations. Just, it really depends on where it is on your chart. And again, if you don't know, I could help you with that in an astrotherapy session, which coincidentally, that's actually what I'll probably call this session. But when I say an astrotherapy session, that's actually when I look at your chart, just where the transits are, and tell you what's going on at the time. But again, you can email about it anyway. Let's just get on. But again, this is everything has a reason. This must be the one to keep going, because I didn't get led to that in the other two times. So I feel this whole reading's going to be about searching for something more. Because again, you could take this two ways. To me, that is always the fuck this card. If somebody's done, they're leaving a situation, they're off. And I find it hilarious as the traditional tarot, because you can see that he's like, I'm done. That guy's just walking off. Women, whatever, it doesn't matter the gender. This person's like, I'm done. But in one of the ones I've done recently, I liked how it was depicted. It was like a woman sitting in a bed looking out the window, and I kind of got this feeling it was like, again, just, I can't do this anymore. So whether you're a woman, man, whatever you identify as, somebody can't do any more and they're moving on. So this is what this whole thing's going to be about. So let's just see. So, oh my God, why is there one? That card. Oh, look, the reward. Celebrate your magnificence. That card was like stuck in that deck. I'm not even using this. So there's something about a Queen of Cups here. Again, this is a loving, kind woman usually. But again, you could be a male. Just take what it is. But it's a loving, kind woman. And maybe the loving, kind woman is like fucking done. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Let's see how it comes out. But I don't know. Maybe you get a reward for moving on. Let's see. But if you're a guy, don't tune out yet, because it's, I don't know. Maybe it could also just be you need to mother yourself more, as I'm going to take it as that as well. So what do we need to know is another bit of a theme for this. You're invited. Suit up, show up, open up. Right, I'm going to actually read that, right? So, 9 is about endings. And eclipses bring about endings, as I've just spoke about. It's not always like endings in romantic relationships. It could be like friendships breaking down, anyone in your life, job changes. Never forget that life can only be nobly inspired and rightly lived if you take it bravely and gallantly as a splendid adventure in which you're setting out into the unknown country to meet many a joy, to find many a comrade, to win and lose many a battle. Right, piecing together the things that I've said, and again, forgive me, right, because I don't know what, because this is the third time, because of this interference, it's like I don't know what I've said and what I haven't, but the whole gist of doing the other two and being 10 minutes in this one now is like, it's never never. That is the vibe I'm getting. So it's whether or not that fits with the other random ones, it'll make sense to whoever it's meant to make sense to, and different bits will make sense to different people. But it's like this feeling of you're invited to jump in and take action with something. It feels very North Node and Aries. And remember, because we're in the new moon eclipse of Libra. Libra is about procrastinating, like trying to make a decision, and again, if you stay in that place, you could be stuck and miserable, really. And again, I don't know if I've given that a chat in this video, because like I said, it's the third one, but that is basically what's interesting about this spread that I'm doing now. Like, I've been procrastinating on doing this, or trying to make it, perfect in my mind before I actually do it for a fucking month. Like, when I realised, I thought, oh my god, I've been trying to do this since April or May, and it's now October. Like, do you mean, like, get a grip, Claire? But that's why I'm good at helping people, because I know what it's like, and it's just kind of like, just take messy action. That's what I'd say to somebody else. So I'm doing it, but again, it's divinely timed. It must be divinely timed for me to do this, and the right person will hear it, and whatever, blah blah blah. But my plan is, so I'm saying it out loud, is that I want to do whatever it is I'm going to do here today, and everything that it may evolve. I want to do this once a month. So this is for Libra season. Libra season ends 23rd October. I don't know if I've already said that in this, but let's just get going. Right, so feel the gentle tap on your shoulder, notice the golden ticket in your hand, and see the red carpet leading you to your highest destiny rolled out before you. Yeah, so in real time, this makes sense of what I channeled last night about destiny. It was very much about a twin flame union. I don't know if this will end up being about a twin flame union too, but let's face it, it probably will, because that's what I'm here to usher in, is the twin flame unions. But let's just see. You've been cordially invited to show up to the party with your unique gifts, talents, and experience, perspective, joy, humour, and sense of adventure. On this hero's journey, you're an honoured guest. You don't have to figure out how this will go. Yeah, so there is this theme of somebody just needs to move on and find out as you go, I think. You don't have to weigh the pros and cons or create a cost-benefit analysis. Instead, leap, build your wings as you go, and trust that even if you fall, you will be falling forward. Even if you stumble and fumble, it'll be into ecstasy of expansion. I totally get this, because that's what I'm saying. Like, other people are never going to understand what a big deal this is for me to be like, oh my god, I'm actually managed to do it. But it's crazy, like, how much a big deal I've made about doing this actual spread. Like, I've really made it, I've just built it up so much in my head. And like, when I do this for people's personal reasons, like, they absolutely love it. And it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? It feels like very much the journey that I went on to share my gifts in public. Like, I've always been very psychic, like, from fucking kids. And then it was like, when I started sharing in public, it was like, oh, people actually like this. So, and that's why I'm good at helping people do that too, you know what I mean? But it's really interesting. It's like, this is something really manifesting for me that's been building quite a while, and it might not be anything, the finished product might be anything like what I wanted to do, but again, the nature of work, what I do anyway, it's not about me, it's about getting the message out for whoever most needs it. But I really get this, it's about, I'm taking a leap of faith to just do this and see what it ends up being. It might end up completely different than what I had in my head, but it'll be what it needs to be. So I feel this is a message for you as well. It's like, you just need to take a leap of faith and see how things go. And they've just pulled me to risk more than others think is safe, and plan, fuck it, let's go. Dreams of an invitation are preparing you for an opening or an opportunity. They come as a blessed summons from the universe to participate in life. Yeah, again, so it's like, don't stay stalling and stuck in the Libra new moon energy, and go through the rebirth of the Scorpio moon right now. And I think it's like going the adventure when the moon moves into the Sagittarius moon. Now, if this is in real time, Sagittarius moon will be at some point on Tuesday. I'm filming this. Wait a minute, at some point tomorrow. So, but again, you can be watching this at any time. It's timeless. So ignore that bit if you found it whenever. Does the invitation, and by the way, I bet you anything, some people will actually find this on a Scorpio moon again at another time going into a Sagittarius. That always happens. Does the invitation invoke trepidation, thrill, or cover you with tingles? You've been chosen. The adventure of a lifetime is beckoning you now. This is cool. And the mantra is, I'm honoured to have been given a golden ticket to participate in my best life. So you've been honoured to participate in a golden ticket. You're invited. Are you going to take up the invitation? Suit up, show up, and open up. So again, that's definitely the open up thing. I think that's definitely something about, that's probably going to be about opening up with a twin flame, but that can be about anything, we'll just see. So I'm going to put a timer on now, so hopefully it's about an hour from now. So that's quite, sometimes a lot of my videos, they end up being about an hour, 20 minutes. So this is the first house. So like I said, I'm going to read it as if it's just for one person I'm reading for, but it'll make sense to whoever. I'm just completely open, putting it totally in my head, whoever this is for. So I'm just saying, please just give me somebody completely random. And if it makes sense to people that I know well, so be it. But I want totally random, but at least somebody connected to the channel. and preferably actually somebody that could comment. And if you can't comment, then at least let me know in an email, right? So, and bear in mind that I can do this in a personal session too if you like this. So what have we got? What would be the most helpful? So this is where you are at. So when I say you, this could be you or your twin flame. So just take that in mind. Where is this person that most needs this message at? We get the feeling that, you know, they need to take a leap of faith or something. But, oh, right, I love that one. And what's on the bottom? Kali. Wow, okay, yeah, this is a huge transformation. So this is, I'm often channeling this strong energy, and particularly on a Scorpio moon. The power of the universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Yeah, so this is some powerful energy here, but I'm going to resist reading more than... Some of them I'm going to read more than one card. Some of them I'm going to read the book. Some of them I'm just going to do whatever. So we'll just go the flow. So let's find Teresa of... I just got pulled to the Joan of Arc card in the book, and that's very much my energy. And Mary Magdalene. These are all the energies that I work with the most. So that's so funny. All the ones I've mentioned. So we're definitely doing a twin flame reading, but we're always doing that. Right. So where is it? 35, right? So this is where you're at if this is yours, so, or your twin. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. With passion and conviction, oh, this must be one. Look at this. It's the only one that's dog-eared. This must be the one. I think this is the one that actually feels like my energy. Look at that. I'm not kidding. It's the only one that's dog-eared. This isn't a reading for me, Spirit, for fuck's sake. But let's just see who it resonates with. I trust, yeah, wait a minute, with passion, it could just be about, like, because that's the card that I've obviously resonated with the most, it could just be that it's like, look, you were meant to find this because it's going to help you, but let's just see how it goes. With a passion and conviction, Teresa of Avila connects us to love and truth available to us whenever we turn inward. Saint Teresa was born in Avila, Spain in 1515. As an adolescent, she experienced many illnesses and was confined to bed, which allowed her to begin to explore her own thoughts. By the way, that was true of my childhood. That's quite funny. Obviously not funny I was ill, but that's true. Every book she could find on spiritual exploration and contemplative prayer, everything that I also still talk about and do. By the time she was a young adult, she knew she wanted to dedicate her life to the interior world. She entered a Carmelite convent in Avila. I don't know if I'm saying these words right, but whatever. She increased the emphasis on contemplative prayer and eventually reformed the Carmelite order, which was later joined by St. John of the Cross. I nearly said Jane there, so Jane might be significant. So over the course of her life, St. Teresa founded 17 convents throughout Spain. At the age of 44, she began to have a series of visions that convinced her that Jesus Christ appeared to her in bodily form. Well, let's see what happens to me in a few years, because I'm 40 next year, and yet remained invisible to the eye. These visions lasted for 2 years and would inform her books, especially the spiritual masterpiece, The Interior Castle, which charts the ascent of the soul and then their journey through the 7 mansions or states of beings that exist within us. Ultimately, Teresa wrote in hope of assisting her sisters in the Covenant to also reach the innermost castle where God dwells in our soul. She reminded them that we ourselves are the castle. It's on page 37, which is about following your North Node, your destiny. To me, that is a sign of... and at the door of the entry into this castle is prayer and meditation. And again, that is obviously why I've dog-eared it, because again, I go on about prayer and meditation, but prayer the mostly, like, all the time. Even in the one I did yesterday, really probably in every video. Her own personal spiritual experience is at the root of her instruction. The closer she gets to the 7th mansion where the soul ascends, which requires going further inward, the stronger the light is. She describes the ways to discern the voice and the presence of the divine within us and the certainty of God that arrives that cannot be explained or doubted. The inner journey was so significant to Saint Teresa because she believed that God didn't care about the magnitude of anything we do, but rather the amount of love that we do it with. Again, not surprisingly, it's quite similar to what I say all the time. As long as you've got that good intention and integrity, you can't go wrong. It doesn't mean we're saints and we're perfect by any means. We've all got a shadow, and again, you know, that's really serious. And when people don't acknowledge that and own it, and you know, and it's why I talk about my shadow and just show you sometimes, like, in public all the time, because it's like, you know what I mean, it makes us human. My stomach is rumbling there as well, and I just wolfed down 2 bacon rolls, so I don't know what that's about. So again, you might be nervous about something, or her spiritual writings are considered integral to Spanish Renaissance and the history of Christian mysticism. So, Saint Teresa is a call for the importance of the interior life. She knew intimately about the spiritual wealth we all possess and have access to if we're willing to go inward. Again, something I talk about all the time. Whenever I've had personal readings, it comes up quite a lot about that. It's like, I am all about that spiritual wealth, rather than literal, which, yes, can come up with a lot of issues in this physical realm. But putting that aside, but like I said, it is quite weird because I'm really good at helping people manifest literal money and help them with their debt and everything like that. But it's just, I suppose the point is, like, I don't care about money as much as other people. I don't let it rule my life. Is it easier when your money's great? Of course it is. But it's like, it can trap you. It's like that's where the devil can trap you, and it's toxic. And my guys are talking to me about this today, actually. That can be something that the divine masculines in particular, regardless of your gender, because again, if you're new, the weird thing around here is a lot of the divine masculines that tune into me are actually women. Not all of them, but a lot of them, and you'll see that if you hang around and you're on the lives, and they'll tell you that themselves. But we've also got a lot of men that are divine masculine too. We've also got a lot of men that are divine feminine. So do you mean whatever? It's all just energy. But what my guys were talking to me about was divine masculines. And again, I have to say, it's like, I've had this download many a time, but this has come through in personal readings for me too, and they were talking to me about it, is that divine masculines have to actually lose money. Like, so whether that is in a big massive way, something terrible happens, but a lot of divine masculines, you do have to go down that kind of route of losing everything in the material, to really for it. And they've just pulling me a book over there. It's got the word reveal on it, and that's actually very made it. I've never even read it, but it's about Mary Magdalene and everything. So it's like, see, this is really powerful actually, because they pulled my eyes to it. Yeah, it's like on the twin flame journey. This is going to be this is probably going to be it for a divine mass. Let's face it, but let's see. But it's something about give me what they were giving to me. It's like, this feels like so that, oh right, piecing it together with the, it could even be that actually. I've just, right, yeah, it could be. So again, like I said, it could be everything I said before, but now another thing is somebody could be walking away from a Queen of Cups, and even if we turn it around like that, it could be somebody that's quite manipulative. It doesn't need to be a romantic partner, by the way. It could be anyone, but it's like, yeah, I don't know, there's something in this. And again, it could even be like past energy too. It could be that, like, you've had somebody in the past that was a manipulative female around you, and you're moving on from allowing yourself to be manipulated, even if it's kind of haunting you and they're not, and you're like, it's something like that. But the feeling here is that divine masculines, you're having to lose everything materially to know what truly matters. So again, it's reminding me of a meme. I might try and find that on my phone, where it was really beautiful. It was like, it wasn't a meme, but it was like a picture of a guy kneeling down on the sand, looked like praying to God, like being like, why is this happening to me? But it's like, it reveals what really matters when everything is going wrong and people don't seem to be interested or love you anymore, because you don't have the money and the fancy things and everything that people were I don't know, it's something like that, you know what I mean? Like, they're pulling me how I put that down like that. Like, yeah, someone was like, say it was like someone was only interested in the material stuff and the money that they could get, and it's like, you really do learn who your friends are and the people that care about you when you don't have that anymore and you've not got that going for you. That's how you find out who is really there for you. I don't know, something like that. Let's just see. So, right. She not only emphasised the need to meditate and to pray in order to reach that innermost castle where the soul waits for us, but she also instructed the Sisters of the Covenant on how to discern the presence of the soul or the saint or a holy person that has given us wisdom from within. She had a bookmark that supposedly read, "If you have God, you will want for nothing, and God alone suffices." I very much like it in your dark night soul, you find that out. Like, again, even if you haven't lost any kind of, and again, remember, if this isn't you, it's probably it's going to be, if this isn't you, it's your twin flame, or it's not yours at all. It's like think about, like, I can think of loads of people where it's like, yeah, they've got loads of money and they've got an amazing house, they've got all this kind of stuff, but it's like, whether it's famous or people you've known in your lifetime, it's like they're not truly happy, you know, with some area of their life. And that's just an example of, like, you know, it's you are kind of kept in a prison, even when you've got money and material things and all that. Right, this emphasises the wisdom of our experience. Nothing less than divine love will satiate a seeker, especially once you've met it from within. Right, okay. So, along with what I was saying about divine masculines have to lose everything in the material to understand what truly matters. This is about a twin flame union too, because it's like, that's talking about divine love. I'm here to channel about divine love every day. But it's like, nothing is satiating this person. Whether this person is you or your twin, nothing. It doesn't matter how much money, it doesn't matter how much adoration they get. I'm like, some of these words I'm saying, I'm like, what does that mean again? But it's like, it doesn't matter how much, like, accolades, adoration, attention they get from whatever member of the opposite sex or same sex, whatever applies to anyone. It doesn't matter. It's not satiating what they need. And what is the twin flame? What would, and this is what someone's desiring. Right, she urges to meditate, to pray, to go inward and meet the presence of the soul, and then she asks us to believe that it is real and that the answers we find are real. She asks for us to move that inner truth out into the world with confidence and conviction. Again, that's clearly why again, the people that know me well will be like, well, that's why I dog-eared it, but that is kind of weird. What does love feel like in my body is the question to ask yourself. And the intention is, I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. That's quite a powerful card to kick it off with. So that is what's going on with you right now. If this is you or if this is your twin, you're questioning a whole lot, I would say. You're having a spiritual awakening, a dark night of soul, or a mini dark night of soul if you've already went through that. And you're realising that only love is real. And again, I don't know if I said this in this video, but I'll say it again if I didn't. I found it interesting that was the one that was on the top, because we've got the lunar eclipse full moon in Taurus coming up on the 28th, the Hunter full moon. And what I said was, when I was watching that something about Sword in the Stone, it was a really good film. If anyone wants the exact name of it, I'll look it up. But it was, I channeled about in a video, so you could probably find it or I'll try and find it if somebody wants me to show you it. But it was all about, you know, he's like, why me, I'm not important enough, like, why am I being chosen to save everyone and pull the sword out of stone and all that. And then he switches his mindset to be like, why the fuck not me, kind of thing. And anyway, there was a song on that, and it's weird, I happened to have the subtitles on. But it's not weird, obviously. My guides needed me to do that so that I could give this message. And in the song, I noticed it said, in the light of the hunter's moon. Now, this was like a month ago or something, or 2 months ago. And the hunter's moon is the one that's at the 28th of this month. So let's see what this says. Embrace, through each other you find the missing pieces. So again, I feel this is about the more soul retrieval you do, the more closer you get to your twin flame, because you're calling back your energy, and you and your twin flame are each other's energy, you know. It's not, nobody's owning each other, but you are the same energy. Right, so now we're going to do the second house, which is the Taurus energy, which I've already channeled about in this, haven't I? And it was, so that is your home, your assets, your finances, material wealth, anything to do with the physical, really. It's also your values. So these cards are typically about money, but the wording on it doesn't always feel like it's to do with money. So we'll just see what comes out. And I might add more to it. I might use another deck, I might not. But what does this person need to know? And I'm going to actually now keep an eye on how long I'm spending on each. Obviously, I mean, that the first one's got about half an hour, but that's fine. That was the big important one. So what would most help the person watching this, or if it's for their twin? Yeah, I mean, look, that's clearly the theme. Take a divinely guided chance. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and I read that thing about risk earlier. And you're ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, that's what this card's about. You make room for a new and more meaningful opportunity. And on the bottom, we've got release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, and again, that's probably, you know, this is very much in line with what I was saying about what I think about money. But holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool that you can use to better the world and shift. This shift will help you attract support, gold opportunities. And again, that's what I always say to myself, and that's what other people have to say to me too. It's like, when you've got a lot of money, you can help more people. And I'm very grateful for anyone that's ever helped me on my journey, whether it be readings or healings that remind me of that. And but yeah, it's just crazy. I've done everything to help me with that, and it's just I just think I'm, like I said, I'm from the future. I just don't like the way money's used in this way, but it's all changing. Anyway, that's pretty deep. But okay, so that actually didn't even take 5 minutes. Do we need anything else for the Taurus? Nah, they're telling me to move on. Right, so there's an element of risk in here, clearly. I'll know when I watch the whole thing back, but it's like there's a huge thing about it's time to take a risk. Now, this is the Gemini energy. This is the, where did I put the wee stone? No, this is about communication. It's about your siblings, your neighbours. But let's just see what comes out. Oh my God, look, it's prayers again. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So this is really powerful, but there's a huge message here about, if you've already been putting out prayers, the Teresa of Avila, and like I said, I really do, and now I do feel that this is, you know, because I'm always like, sometimes that happens and I'm like, fuck's sake, is this a reading for me? But it's like, I feel that is to do with, like, you were guided, whether you're already subscribed, or it'll be even cooler if somebody brand new finds this, like, in real time, but even if you find it later on further down the line, but it's about, you were guided to me because I go on about prayer all the time. I use it in my own life as what I help people with, and when I pray for people, things happen, like, whether it's you're ill and I pray for you, or your kid's ill and I pray for you, I'm not kidding, that's why I'm clicking my fingers. People have got back to me sometimes minutes later and been like, oh my God, I'm feeling better, or my kid's better, and they're starting, like, again, this, Lexi will tell you the amount of times that her beautiful wee son, or triple Leo, has been ill, and she said to me, and there was one time he wasn't eating, and long story short, so this must be relevant to someone, that, like, she'd said to me, and I was, you know, I just done my thing, I quickly said it, and yeah, but he was back up, eating everything, playing, and he wasn't drinking or eating, so believe in miracles. But somebody's prayed, and I believe your answers are going to come through this. So prioritise self-care. You do so much for others, it's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. So again, I feel if this is for you, or this is your twin, it's like you're somebody that does a lot for other people, and it's like it's time for your prayers to be answered, whatever that means. But I feel it's like, I really want to say, I feel you're part of, you're the only person that can do that. Like, you're the only person that can walk, like, I don't know where to put it now, but you're the only person that can walk away the 8 of Cups and say fuck this, to where you've been doing that. And there was a card that said something about seek the truth and release blame or something, but I just put it back. But let's see if it comes out again. So this is the 4th house, the Cancer energy. This is where you mother yourself, very much reminds me of this card, but you could mother people too much. We're in 33 minutes now. That's divine masculine energy. That's my sign for divine masculine energy, for forgiveness. So again, that might be an indicator that this is going to be for somebody that identifies mostly with divine masculine. But again, if you're divine feminine, this could be about your divine masculine side, so just whatever. I know I said I was just going to talk to it as if it was you, and you can, you know, use your own discernment, but I can't help it. It's the way it comes out. So again, don't judge yourself. The way you do things, the way you do things. Whenever I channel, it's always got something to do with it if I start judging myself. So I'm getting a feeling about someone needs to stop procrastinating, being a perfectionist, and get on with it, because that's what actually me doing this video today was about too. So what's an affirmation? Yeah, I look at that. I rise above all limitations. So I kept saying to myself, it's not time yet, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. Before you know it, the whole fucking years went past. It's time to do it now, Claire. That was what I had to say to myself. When I'm ready to make positive changes in my life, I attract whatever I need to help me. I'm going to leave it on that one. It's like, yeah, it really does feel that, like, this is going to, something that's going to be said to you today from spirit through me. It's going to be what somebody needs to hear, right? So, which is always my intention, obviously. Now we're on the Leo energy. So I'm not even needing to spend 5 minutes on each of these. So again, can I just say, if this was your personal reading, I would probably be guided to spend the full 5 minutes on each thing, or some would be longer than others and all that kind of stuff. But this, yeah, look at that. Look, they jumped out together. self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. And this is the house of Leo. This is the fifth house. It is your joy, your creativity, your inner child. It could be about actual children. It's the playful energy, and it's time to forgive yourself is what's coming through. And again, this is what praying and all that is about. Jesus. I just mentioned Jesus too. It's like, if Jesus can forgive the betrayals that he had, I'm sure you can be forgiven for whatever you feel you've done, or maybe you can forgive the person that you don't think you can forgive, whatever resonates. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. And I've been channeling a lot about feeling guilt in the collective, particularly with divine masculines. You're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. Now, that's actually 2 cards now that I've said that. Like, actually, look, let's... in case we need a thumbnail, that's basically the same thing. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, perhaps in forms you didn't expect. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. That's a strong, strong message to somebody that you are being helped. What's on the bottom? Oh, wow. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow its guidance. Hello, look at that. And it's about your soulmate relationship. Wow. Your romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. So I think maybe this could be a thumbnail. Yeah. So again, that's really powerful. And friendships behind it, self-employment's behind it. These are going to be significant, but we need to sort of... I'm going to put them... So have faith. You are being helped with your soulmate. So this is basically your twin flame, really. Your twin flame... Well, I was about to say twin flame relationship. Again, not everyone's in a relationship. You're in a situ, aren't you? You're in something. Some of you are, though. But it's... Yeah, we'll just do that, right? Like, that's... So that's at the heart of it. Right, also that... I never said that, but that is also the house of sex. So maybe actually that's... I was wondering where to put these cards. Maybe I'll pull this. So what else do we need to know about this? So clearly this is... Obviously it's going to be for twin flame, because I'm here to help twin flames that just reached 37 minutes. Follow your north node and take a divinely guided chance. All the themes here. What do we need to know? That's what would bring somebody joy and playful energy and fun and all the rest of what I mentioned the fifth house is about. An attraction, yeah. So again, look, somebody is insanely attracted to their twin flame. That's not a revelation, that's everyone. And look, and it would bring you a lot of power and empowerment and passion and fire back in your life, because it looks like they're... This doesn't look too risque, does it? It looks like, it would lead to that, but that actually looks like... I don't know, that kind of... I'm getting the feeling it's like, look, she's like, look, it's alright kind of thing, and also it's a Leo, and this is the Leo thing that we're on, so there's something about that. Someone adds... I think they fire each other up. That's what I'm getting from that. It's like the powerful, playful energy that you have with one another empowers you both. Something like that. Right, this is a Virgo. This is your everyday house of routine, rituals, healing. It's about the earth, which is why I've got this earth magic deck. So I'm going to read this from the book, because I love the messages in this. What is it that this person needs to hear right now, or hear? And it's for the twin flame, and the twin flame will feel the message, because I'm sending the healing out to both of you. Well, it's a wake-up call, yeah. So it's definitely somebody spiritual awakening here, or it's your twin. It's like there's a wake-up call coming for you or your twin, and it's karma. Remember, everything I do is DNA activations, light code activations anyway, but it's like, I feel somebody's going through a major spiritual awakening, or they've coming out of it, or whatever, or they're yet to go through it. And it's like, I think somebody's reaping some sort of karma. That's what I'm getting. It's very in line with what I said on that video last night, that it's like, as much as you don't want the person that you love or in love with, if it's about your twin flame, to be in pain, they have to go through these lessons, or you have to go through these lessons to really truly know how grateful you are for this connection, this divine love. That's what's coming through here. And I'm feeling a lot of heat in my heart when I said that. So that's a really strong message, and the healing's going out there. So let's read them both, right? I'll read them both. So DNA karma. Okay, it's just the same message that comes. If you getting guided to the right people that'll be coming. But actually, that brings me nicely on it. I don't know why they're making me say it now, but today alone, right, I know I said I was going to be having a break from watching YouTube videos, and again, I don't watch them as such. I just scroll my timeline. But all the titles, right, all the titles are like, it's like, it's all this kind of, or like when I have sort of dipped in and watched, I'm being very general, like watch things, it's kind of like it's, whenever you come across somebody who's claiming that they're true twin flame, but they're like, basically like, oh, you know, if your divine masculine isn't showing up to the plate, and or they're not showing up, you know, somebody else is coming in for you in that, like, click off. I click off because it's like, I think that's really fucked up. I think that's people that are actually trying to mind fuck their own divine masculine, and I can see through it. Like, that's my strong Scorpio rising, you know, my Pluto conjunct rising, and it's like, that's really not okay. You know what I mean? Because it's like, true twin flames, it's like, it's very much this energy. Mary Magdalene, you know, whatever this saint is Saint Teresa of Avila, it's divine love and it's your energy. And again, what I would say is, when someone's talking like that, it's their own panic and their own doubt and their fear interfering with the message. And it's like, I don't know, it really fucks me off, basically. And I've seen it and neglected it, and again, it's to put doubt and confusion into the divine feminine and the divine masculines. But what I'm trying to say is, you'd know if it didn't resonate, because it makes me feel sick when I see people say things like that. It's like, why on earth, if you're a true twin flame and you'd put all this energy work into yourself and believing and praying and all this kind of stuff, like, it would literally eat me alive to just shack up with some other guy right now. I'm not even kidding. Like, do you mean that's what it feels like when you're true twin flame? So it's like, you use your own discernment, but hopefully you know what I'm saying here. It's like, you know, use your own. I think that's another wake up call level of awakening, when you can be like, whoa, sometimes I really like this person's readings, but this is not resonating in the slightest. It's like somebody that's really stuck in their ego or something. But right, anyway, right, so, because again, it does annoy me, because it will confuse some divine feminines that are maybe at a lower point, or it will also definitely confuse divine masculines that are waking up and cause panic. And this is what I just said in the video last night, and what I said again now before I said that is, divine feminines don't want our divine masculines to be going through hell and karma and worrying and, you know, and agony and all that. Like, you know, you want them to make an effort and you want them to choose you, but you want them to choose themselves and then choose you. You want them to find themselves and love themselves and then know what it is they want and then come to you. You know what I mean? Something like that is definitely what I would say, or, you know, what I would help you with. But these other, like, that, things like that, I just think that's playing mind games, and that's a very kind of shadow side of Scorpio. It's like, I think that's trying to make their twin flame panic. Sorry, people might disagree, but I'm channeling God right now, and that's what I'm sticking with. So just careful who you're tuning in out there. 47. And I think that is just a sign for me, yeah, to just not, when I'm bored, not do that, because it just annoys me. But I must see, but maybe it's just to say what I've said, you know, to be like, to see what's going on out there. But what I'm saying is, it's with that Scorpio energy, there's a lot of, it's interference. It's entities that I feel, yeah, that's what they're saying to me. Because I'm asking them, like, what is that about? It's like the people reading it. Again, sometimes it's really interesting, but sometimes people think they're reading the twin flame journey, and they are. I've said this before, but they're actually reading the karmic journey. Like, that's not a divine masculine they're talking about, it's a karmic. Which can get confusing, because, like I say, before the divine masculine steps up into that energy, they can be, they can appear karmic, you know, which is why this is coming up. Wake up call and karma. It's like, they get the karma, right? You don't need to be wishing in upon them. They get, something comes back to bite them in the ass, right? And they go through a purification, or you do. And it causes them a lot of anxieties. We've got breath behind that. And that's what I'm saying. True divine feminines, that makes you really upset to know that your person's having to go through that. But it's part of the journey, and it wakes them up to what this is all about. And then when they actually go to their feminine, a true feminine wouldn't be like, oh, I told you so, and all that. And this is what I'm saying. I've seen a lot of readers, like, really sort of like giving that message that it's like, it's just so toxic, basically. Like, a true divine feminine wouldn't be like, oh, I told you so, and you'd just be so fucking delighted to see their ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, you've come home. Like, or come home as in you've come back to yourself and you've come back to me. Doesn't, maybe some people did live together, I don't know. But it's like, that's anyway. I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit too on my high horse here, but sorry, not sorry. Right, karma. What do I look? No, actually, you got to look for DNA. 47. I think this is just some of it's for divine feminine, some of it's for divine masculine. It'll be for different people, but definitely do comment, right? Right, let's just skip the big long-winded bit. Aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self long before you'd begun to take form. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that you came together in the creation of you. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this pattern to some extent, yet as you evolve your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make the choices that shift and modify these ancestral designs. So again, that's what I'm channeling all the time. I'm a shaman. I help people with ancestral healing, and it very much as if you've had negative patterning or conditioning throughout the family line or society, or it's usually a bit of both for people. It's about, you can change that. You can literally change your belief about things, and that can be the wake-up call, that you don't need to keep repeating these negative cycles that keep you stuck in any area of your life, whether it be love, career, money, all these kind of things. So let's see. This is one of those times you can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic, yet you also recognize a persistent and loving communication from your higher self, which again would be like the guidance coming from your twin flame, that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. So again, it's about a divine masculine, like, this is logical, this is sensible, this is practical, this is what everyone else is telling me to do, or this is the person that everybody else is telling me suits me, this is who I'm meant to be with, just work, all this kind of stuff. But it's like the higher self, the twin flame, the longing of this person, if this is yours, is like pulling, stirring. It's very sexual, it's very, we're moving on to this kind of, these cards. It's yeah, look, I mean, I'm about to read Tsunami. It's a wake-up call. It's happening. It's like the purification is happening, and this person is, if this is you, you're like, I'm being pulled to my person. The choice is up to you, but know that every time you need guidance, every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. Powerful. Okay, let's read Tsunami. 140. This reminds me a little bit of my chakra soul empowerment, because it doesn't really matter what I call something or how I do it, but it feels that, because I can feel it clearing a lot of energy for whoever this resonates with. Right, so you're getting a wake-up call, and it may be in the form of significant loss or other dramatic event in your life. Right, there we go. That is a confirmation of what I said, that I really do feel, unfortunately, somebody has went through this in the past, whether it be a while ago or more recent, or it's presently happening now. You're going through some kind of loss. I would say it's a material loss, but it could be anything to wake you up, or a combination. And it could be like loss of ego too. You could just have something that completely bursts your ego. I don't like, again, I get a feeling with twin flames a lot of the time it's like somebody that's like didn't realise exactly what a twin flame meant to them, and then further down the line it hits them, and that's what I say about the repressed memories. But that's where I've got a bit of a different spin from what some might go, where that's not for then the person that's known deep down how this person felt, and they pushed it down to be like, oh, I told you so, and blah, 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 I've known for ages kind of thing. Like, would you fuck? Like, you wouldn't. Again, when you love someone and you've just wanted them to wake the fuck up, like, in the nicest way possible, you've just wanted them to remember who they are. It reminds me that the card that I channeled, right, the one that I actually got from God, from my guys to write, came up in the video yesterday. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the one from yesterday. It said, I never gave, what did it say? It said something like, I never gave up hope you would remember us. It was something like that. It was actually something really nice, beautiful, I would say. And it's true. And obviously that came from the fact that I feel like that about mine. I've never give up hope. I've still never give up hope that I would remember what this actually is. Which is too big for words when you're a twin flame, how you feel about each other. You're getting a wake-up call. It may be in the form of significant loss, other dramatic event in your life, typically one that you were not prepared for initially. You may feel stunned at first, surprised by the unexpected events. And remember, this is really interesting, because this is actually in the house of the everyday. This is the Virgo. So again, it'd be interesting where the Virgo is in your chart, but it's like this is, yeah, it's your everyday life. Someone's having a wake-up call in their everyday life. So again, it could be something to do with money. It could be something that changes your status in the community. Like, again, something that I don't know is not, that's not how you'd want to be seen, your character or something. It's just basically something really bad. Or it can be, sadly, it can be somebody dies, and I'm sending love and prayers and condolences if that is for someone. It's something that really makes you up. I feel it's money for people too. It's things to do with money and things that just, some sort of security that's been taken away. But what Spirit are saying to me, it's not forever. It's so that somebody wakes up to this divine love and what really matters. And ironically, it's like, because someone could be like, oh, I'm not going to my twin until my finances are sorted. But actually, if you're a true twin flame and this is speaking to you, it's losing everything materially that is actually going to push you to a really dark place. And it's not a coincidence. See, that's what I'm actually being told. That's why I'm channeling it now. A really dark place, which would be very dark in a Scorpio moon right now. To actually go to the person that cares about you, like that truly loves you, that will be compassionate. That, now I get what this is about. That's what's happening there, regardless of your sex. Like, look, I get, you can't see him. It's like, I feel like that guy's upset and she's comforting him because they're holding hands, and it doesn't look like overly sexual to me. And again, this is a Leo symbol. This is, Leo is sex. It's the fifth house. That's why I put these cards there. But it's like, she's like, tell him it's going to be alright. It's something like that. It'll make sense there. It needs to make sense. So that, and basically, because the abundance codes flood in for true twin flames, and even if your money's alright, like I said, for some people the loss isn't money. It's just, they just feel the loss of the twin. But for a lot, it is to do with money, and it's keep somebody stuck. Wait until they get in a good place to go to their twin. But what I'm being told, I've given this message before, it's like, no, you need to realise that whoever your twin is doesn't care about that, and you work it out together. So that's not for everyone, but that's what's coming through. You may feel stunned at first, surprised by the unexpected events that are occurring in your everyday life, because that's what this is about. Yet you also know that it's time to draw back the curtain of avoidance and denial, which is what the Divine Masculine journey is about. So this bit is for Divine Masculine. And confront the truth that exists in the subtext of this event. You're experiencing a real life drama, so there's no need to amplify it more than it already is. Often when you look back after something like this has passed, you can recall signs that foreshadowed it happening. And that's like when I say all the time, like, obviously that's what I'm here to do. I see the omens, I give the warnings months, weeks, years in advance. And the people take on board what they're meant to take on board. It doesn't mean you were wrong. If you saw me channeling something a year ago and you're like, right, whatever, you just weren't awake. And I don't see it as like, it's annoying when it's if it's your actual twin flame that I'm channeling about, it's, or when I think of things like if I've given messages and I feel like it's going to resonate about mine, well, I don't know for sure. I'll find out when I actually speak to mine, whenever that's divinely you just, it is what it is kind of thing. And you do have to get to that point in this journey. But Divine Masculines, never be afraid to go to your true Divine Feminine, because you'll find out if it's your true Divine Feminine by how they treat you, is what I would say. So basically it's an opportunity for everyone to check themselves or they wreck themselves, Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines. That's what I feel this is about. It's compassion, unconditional love. If you don't have that, and that's what I'm saying, well, I'm getting really passionate, my guides are really coming through with this. It's like, really question people that are out there that are apparently channeling about the twin flame journey, if they're sitting like quite sassy or smarmy or I told you so, or kind of trying to give the kind of trying to make it look like there was someone else and keeping it on the down low, because that's what a lot of Divine Masculines will be panicking about that's happening. And it's just, that's mind games. It's a mind fuck, and this journey's hard enough. So if you want to tune into things like that and go along with that wave that are tormenting their twin flame, then by all means tune into that. But you're probably not going to like me, because I'm going to call out shit like that. It's come through my own personal readings over the years that is what I'm here to do, is to call out that fake shit. It's kind of reminded me a little bit of when I'd said recently about whatever the twin flame, it's not a film, but whatever that series is about. Maybe I do need to watch it, but could you imagine if it fucks me up? I don't think so. I might need to watch it for research, but it's kind of like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of reminds me of what that's trying to do, is muddy the waters of this divine love. So this is a really strong message. Where did I get to here? There may have been obvious clues that you ignored and omens that were so subtle that they're easy to dismiss as imaginings in the mind rather than the voice of your instinct. Again, like, so when I've given a message, people could be like, oh, that's not for me, blah, blah, blah. And then it's, oh shit, that was for me. But it's just, you know what I mean? You wake up when you're meant to wake up. There are many anecdotes about animals operating purely on instinct, picking up on clues, naturally seeking higher ground before an approaching tsunami reaches the land. To negotiate this wake-up call, listen closely to your instincts while at the same time seeking higher ground to spiritual truth. This is really quite deep message, right? But I'm hearing it. Do you know what this is about as well? And I've channeled this before again over the years, or definitely the past year. This is about divine masculines at this point can feel that not only are they going through a wake-up call and a purification, it is in line with, and karma, it's in line with the world going through that, the old earth dying. And that's what I'm saying. The money system, old earth, is collapsing. We're already seeing that. We've been seeing that happening a while, but it's going to happen in a bigger way than you could ever imagine. And it's a bigger way than I can ever fathom right now too. I just know because I've been getting told that for years. But what I feel this is about, it's the divine masculines in line with that. And if you resonate with this, it's like they're going to tune in, they're going to resonate, and they're going to be like, this doesn't make sense, but I just know I need to go look at that. And look, that's not coincidence, that's in the shot. I just know I need to go to the only person who gets me better than anyone else. Right, I'm going to trust that that's going to make sense to whoever. Right, okay. So now let's see what's going on in the house of, where have I put that? In the house of relationships. Where's the Virgo one? What the fuck? Where have I put all these? Oh, there it is. What love message do we need? So whether this is you saying it to your twin flame, your twin flame saying it to you. What have we got here? I'm going to look away because so I don't see the pictures. They pulled my eyes up to I will sacrifice as I was shuffling. I'm just noticing that this has got, I'm going to take this one too, this has got the snake around it. It reminds me of that film I watched when I said about the sword and the stone, and it had a snake that helped him beat the enemy, really. So, and that's what Scorpio Moon right now is, snake medicine. I work with snake medicine. It's very powerful, it's very potent. You wouldn't mess with it, basically. And that's why the energies try to mess with me, but they don't succeed. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. I think that's connected to the message at the start, and that, because it's about relationships, remember. So you've got the power to come out of this, whoever that is for. Reflection, give each other some space at the moment, trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. That feels like it's two twins giving each other the space that they need to process and to go through their own stuff. So you might have already done that, or you might be in it. And imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into the light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And it's got one person. I always feel when it's one person, the card, regardless of gender, it's about, again, this is somebody's had to really go inwards and do that shadow work. It basically has two twins that are mirroring one another. Right, so now we're, So now we're on the, so anyway, if I didn't say that, Libra's house of marriage, love and partnership, that's why I used those cards. I wonder, do we need, maybe I think we do need, another, because I'm actually, maybe that's why I put these here. I think we need another message for people that are maybe trapped in loveless relationships from this deck. What's one that somebody needs for somebody that's stuck? And because remember, this can make different bits make sense to different people. What is a message somebody needs? See if attachment comes out. That's going to be really telling, because that's like what I feel. And it's like a karmic attachment. But let's just see. No, right. That's doing something about it in the physical. And we've got rest and rejuvenation in reverse. So again, I think someone has been going inwards, hermiting, healing. To regain their happiness, their strength. The sun is divine masculine energy. Before moving forward, 33 divine masculine to this twin flame connection. But they were healing so whatever this is about, they were healing a broken heart. Whether that is from the deceit from a person from their past. I do feel that someone's been hurt in a past relationship. They were healing a broken heart. They were resting, but I feel they're coming out resting, or they will, because I don't know when this is happening for anyone, to their ultimate happiness in their twin flame. And look, that's someone that's went through a rebirth, Jesus energy, and yeah, spiritual awakening, door to spirit, and yeah, been all about, all over the place. 37, all their emotions were all over the place, the heart chakra, and they were all tied up. Like, it's telling a story. They've had to be patient while they heal their own happiness before moving on. Yeah, I get it. And again, so this is somebody getting the shit together in the physical. So basically, in the house of partnership, somebody is sorting out what they need to sort out in the physical. Yeah. Okay, so whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as. Now, this is the 8th house now. This is about sex, basically. And taxes, things to do with debt, transformation, snake medicine, like what I just spoke about. And we're in the Scorpio moon, I'm channeling this, and I'm shuffling the sexual tarot. So what have we got here before I even said anything? Yeah, someone's putting heartbreak. That's the same card again. So I just said about something about heartbreak, but I didn't use a tarot, but it's like, I feel like some of them are like tarot. This is a heartbreak, right? So someone is putting a broken heart. Oh yeah, it's broken heart. Someone's putting a broken heart behind them. So it's the same message coming out. And there's no more blocks, because that's the 7 of Wands in reverse. And 9 of Pentacles, again, it's like they're single. So whoever this is about, this is a message that this is somebody single. So if you know your twin flame's not single, it's not for you, or they'll eventually reach this point. Someone's coming out healing their heart, and the blocks are being lifted by the divine, I feel, and they're single. And but they don't feel victorious about something. But they are coming out of a period of worry and stress. And after a betrayal, after a betrayal. And then also in this particular card, look, it's a woman that's crying, and there's a couple getting on in the background. So I always feel it's like, look, this girl is like a heartbroken ex or something. So you can change the genders but it's like somebody's. So this could even be like somebody has betrayed somebody in the past, and it's kind of like they're not happy that they're moving on to a twin. And this is why things have been at a standstill. But it's happening because this guy wants to give to her, or to change it same sex, whatever. But it's like that. Someone wants to give equally in this partnership that they want to move towards. And they might have even been like, writing messages and deleting them. Things could be happening. Well, things are happening at the Hunter full moon, the 28th of October, for not exactly that day, but around that time for some people this is going to be for. But again, this is the one where it's like, look, this person's just writing out all these messages and not sending them. They want to put in the work, the effort. It's like, and yeah, they really want to share their love. Like, that's the kick. I mean, this deck's funny, but it's like, it's somebody that wants to share they've got so much love, they don't know where to start, and they want to share it with their person. I need to turn off, oh my god, that's funny. I was just about to say I need to turn off the heater, because I fucking do. I'm like overheating in this room, because it's a freezing room, and I put the heater on, and it's like, so but we're on the 8th house, it's fucking, things are heating up. Let's see what your twin wants to say to you. So I'm going to do, wait a minute, let's shuffle a cringe one. So have my back spirit, but so there's the one on the bottom that I've done for the last one. We trigger each other, and that will ease up when we communicate effectively. It was on the bottom of the deck, but that's probably because I pulled it in the last one. What does the divine feminine want to say to this divine masculine who's going to resonate with? And again, I shuffle off camera because some of them are really cringe. So just trust me that I'm not planting it. You need a soul retrieval to feel more empowered. I did say that at some point when I saw the one about through the missing pieces, you embrace each other. Someone needs a soul retrieval, so you're in the right place, because when you pull back your own power, you're healing your twin as well. But you might need an actual session for that with a shaman. And again, I'm a shaman if you didn't know that, but it's like, like I said, there's only so much you can heal yourself. If you've been really traumatized and you basically need somebody to hold space and help you with that work. So, but yeah, somebody needs a soul retrieval here, and I feel it's the person that's went through the heartbreak and the loss and the betrayals, which we all go through at some point in life, unfortunately. I don't even mind. What does this? Wait a minute. I don't even mind that some think I'm crazy for believing you'll remember us. They'll see in time. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Like, what have already they said? That's fucking true, by the way. I can remember I wrote these. It doesn't always mean I'm feeling exactly how I'm feeling when I'm saying it on this, but yeah, I don't fucking care that people think I'm crazy. Sometimes I observe and I'm like, why don't I keep? But it's like I don't, because I know what this connection is like. I can't tell you how strongly I know what this is between me and my twin flame, and actually on some level that I can't really say any more than what I'm saying. Like, he knows too, but it's, you know, it's the divine masculines know on a different level until they're fully, which is why I always openly say, again, I didn't want to be talking about my shit, but it's coming into it. And again, it's funny because I always feel whenever it's a Scorpio anything, it is very me and him, because we've both got strong Scorpio energy, but it's I'm starting to, I'm losing it because I've just fucking said that. What was I going to say there? Yeah, I've said it many a time. I don't want mine coming to have the chat until he is fully awake, or awake enough to be understanding what I need him to understand. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just infuriating. It's like, yeah, that's been like, you know what I mean? So, I can love him from afar, and he can do whatever he needs to be doing in his life, and he can come to me when he gets it. Right. I see and hear your name everywhere. Right. Well, that's enough, and that is, before I forget what they say, you'll always be the one that got away, but I know that you'll come back. Right. So, okay. So that's what the divine feminines of this collective want to say. Divine masculine wants to say back. What if you don't accept me for who I really am? That's a worry. Because they never showed who they really were, or if they did, they showed it fleetingly, or you did. I pretend I don't care because I care too much, and again, that's a defense mechanism, that it's like, because they know that you could really hurt them. But like I keep saying, and I'll keep saying until the day I die, if I have to, hopefully else not sooner rather than later, but it's, that true divine feminines, the things that divine masculines are worried about, a divine feminine wouldn't do to them. It's all the things that have happened before that people need to clear the energy of that, thinking that someone's going to hurt them like that. I'm still healing. Right, I can't even. I'm still healing wounds from a past relationship. That's what I said. So, as we saw, and I'm so afraid to reject it. Yeah, again, it's someone's, whoever this is for, has went through a lot of shit with others, but you light up their life. Your smile makes me melt, and no one makes me feel the way you do. Even if this was a long, long time ago, that is how this person feels about you. And clearly not happy if they're still into it, but that's not the vibe I was getting from the collective. I'm picking up on now, it's somebody that's been in something at some point, even if it was ages ago, that has damaged them. But where there's a will, there's a way. I help people with this all the time. You need soul retrieval to get your strength back, and then you can make the decisions that are right for your life. Whether that's moving towards your twin flame or not, you might not be ready for that. I don't know who this is for. Right, so this is the 9th house of adventure. Oh my god. See, I know now why they left it this long for me to get around to doing this, because this is a powerful reading, whoever it's for. What film was I fucking referencing? The sword in the fucking stone several times, and it's a card with a fucking sword in the stone. You can overcome anything, whoever this is for, and your twin can. Both of you can. A Robin might be significant somebody here too. I feel that's someone in the spirit world coming in to say hello, to support you. But you can overcome anything. And this is a house of learning teaching as well. I'm a Sag Moon, that's why I'm a shamanic teacher as well. But it's like, in silence, peace prevails. Someone's been going inwards to get the answers from spirit, pray, and now they're ready to experience the wondrous universe, to walk in beauty of their life after a difficult time. And reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. This person's finding their power, or you will. You stand in the light of truth. Yeah, they're finding who they are. They're discovering their truth. I'm going to leave it on that card. So, and I'll put the timer on because I don't want it to go off. Right, so this is the 10th house, your career, your calling, work. It's very heavy energy. It's strict. When I start hiccuping, that's transmuting energy. Where did that card go? Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't even know where it went. It's jumped in the box. This is the one that fit. Look. Lead your metamorphosis. Can't even say that one. It's jumped in amongst. Oh, here it is. What did it say? External validation. Yeah. So again, wherever people have sought external validation from others, particularly about your work, because this is the house of work, or your calling, your career, or your life purpose, you're being guided not to do that. So again, I know it's easier said than done, but that's what I mean about you can't do everything yourself. You could do the reprogram your subconscious through listening to YouTube videos like my stuff and anything you're guided to. But at the end of the day, it's like when people up level in their career, like I've done this for myself, and it's obviously what I help people do as well. You have to invest. Like that's Capricorn energy knows that. Capricorn is that it is about investing. Do you know what I mean? It's about saving up your money and then spending it on something that's worth it. It's like you have to put the money in to get the money back. You know what I mean? And it's to lead to these changes. So I really feel that's going to mean something with what I've said. That could even actually be in line with when I said, because think about it, that's what this is about too. They're guiding me to do this because it's showing you one of my more in-depth readings as if it was a personal one. And it's like, you know, people need to invest in getting an actual experience in a proper soul retrieval one-to-one with me to really know how much it can change your life. And again, the people that lurk enough, you'll see other people saying how much it changes your life. You know what I mean? It speaks for itself. But anyway, so this is I don't want to talk for much longer because my voice is getting a bit sore. So, and there'll be no mediumship Monday if I don't kind of wrap this up. But in the Aquarius energy, so this is expect the unexpected. It's shock, surprise, and awakening, with wake up call being, you know, coming up in this reading, and me mentioning spiritual awakening before that, really, and definitely the one yesterday, which I still feel applies, is there's huge wake up calls going on. So let's see, these cards are funny, they've got swearing and that on them, they're very, very my energy. The time just reached, oh my god, and my eyes just looked at, it was actually 5 ones, so 1111, alignment, new beginnings, change, and I just got drawn the love card when I was shuffling there. What do we need? So we've got don't believe every shitty thought you have, and I was just talking about your beliefs and reprogramming your subconscious. This is what I help people do, the hypnotherapy obviously. Thoughts can be sneaky lying bastards. Again, somebody is like telling themselves it's not possible, it can't happen, too much has happened, this person's never going to forgive me, it's doom and gloom. All of this, you know, somebody's letting their thoughts run away with them. And the world needs your power, use your voice, just don't use it for dumb shit. You're talented and fucking amazing. Again, this is all to do with self-worth. Somebody's having a wake-up call about what they've believed to be true about themselves, and they're stepping in their power and being like, do you know what, I'm not how other people have, how I've allowed other people to make me feel. Like, it's not true. That's what I'm getting. When someone reaches this point, if this is you, it's like someone's like, I'm the shit. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but not in an egoic kind of, because I feel if this is you or this is your person, you may have came from that from before, you might still be in it, that kind of I'm the shit kind of thing, but like not in an ego place. It's like, you know what, I'm worthy, like, you know, because like I've said, I channel this all the time, but people can be really good looking and have people falling at their feet, but they might feel like a bit like shit themselves. It's like, it doesn't matter if it's not real, you know, it's got to be real underneath. Because looks fade. Let's see, what have we got? We have the wild rose, do it your way, embrace your uniqueness untamed. And I feel that's like a divine energy, kind of higher self, a divine feminine energy, saying a divine masculine. Like, do it your way. Like, don't do it the way that everyone else wants you to do it. Like, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. And I feel that is just about the healing that you're doing, if this is for you or your twin. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. Again, this person's been drawn to the community that will support them, because the 11th house, Aquarius energy, is community. And this is obviously talking about, you know, the great gathering, soul tribe. It's like this person's been guided to their soul family, and your twin flame is your soul family, and they're remembering. I remember. Soul plan, the fated life, the destined life. That's no coincidence. There was a card out in my wee deck that said, I've never given up hope you would remember us, or something like that. And then that other one's come out that said similar, and that's saying I remember. The divine feminine energy is saying, I've never given hope that you'd remember us, and I never will give up hope that you'll remember us. And that is why true divine feminines, if you're on the same wave as me anyway, again, this is what I mean about, I'm getting on a bit of a rant here, but it's my guides speaking through me, and they know it's because I'll say it. I can only speak from what I go through personally on my journey, right? And like I always say, I've got a very, very intense twin flame connection. Very intense. And not all twin flame connections will be as intense as mine. Like, I can categorically tell you that. But twin flame relationships as they go are intense. but ours is really intense, right? Anyway, but what I can say is, yeah, it's like, because I would never get, because I've never given up hope this whole time, the 13 years this year that I've consciously known who he is to me, and known him 20 years, it's like, but take away like a whole freaking 10 years of that we've been weird with each other, whatever, over that, that, yeah, because I would never give up on him, because I would never give up on myself, I would never, like, yeah, I'm at this point in my journey, like, nah, I'm not going to get into something with somebody else, because it's like, once you've had the best of the best in terms of love, you can't, you know what I mean? You just can't. Anyway, so we're in a Scorpio moon, so I'm going to shut up, because I'll get really passionate. I was about to mention that fucking Lady Gaga song again. I do like her, but you know what I'm saying? It's that I'll never love again. That's my vibe. So it's not everybody's kind of intensity, but really, with true twin flames, it is. Because think about it. Like, I've made jokes about this before, but I think it's hilarious. How the fuck am I meant to be fucking dating somebody now when I've been doing this for like nearly 2 years? Try explaining that. Like I've said, if some guy would be alright with shacking up with me, and me, I can't go any further with that, because I was about to say me saying, oh, I love you, and that, like, how could you ever believe that? It's the same as how I say, I don't know how karmic energies would want to hold on to somebody knowing that they feel like that about their twin flame. Like, it's all fucked up, man. It's fucked up, but I'm here to help you with it. So anyway, last one, 12th house, and I did say it'd be about 1 hour 20 minutes. This is the hidden stuff. So what's something that you don't know? There we go. And also, it is things to do, believe in miracles, happy thoughts. To feel happier right now, think about a memory or something else that makes you smile, or someone else. And again, for that guy, I think it's that person that makes him happy. For that girl, I think it's that guy that makes her happy. If you're same sex, change it. Healer. And again, perhaps your divine feminine's a healer. A lot of divine feminines are. You have the power to help and heal others, but divine masculines, it means you're a healer too. You know what I mean? You mirror each other. You heal each other. And it's time to finish what you started. You started something important, now it's time to complete it. I mean, that's hilarious when it's with twin flames, isn't it? Because I think that's just... And happy thoughts, that's about that one. Thoughts can be sneaky lying bastards. Like, look, that's quite funny if I done that as the thing. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. There we go. That would be quite good as well. Yeah. What's this one? Family culture. Learn more about your family stories and histories. But simply that is about, again, I think maybe it's what's been ingrained from society and families, forever this is going to resonate with it, is that you don't get the dream, basically, is what I'm getting. But Spirit's saying, yeah, with teamwork, and you, oh my god, it's that one again. Like I said before, like, because this is so random, I feel that's like a divine feminine and a divine masculine, but you could swap it about, because there was one of the videos I done, it was like the unicorn was divine masculine and the cat was divine feminine, and that was the divine feminine, that was, you know what I mean? But either way, it's two people that are very different, but it just works. Work with others to make this situation come about. And family harmony, yeah, again, I'm getting the family. There's something about family here. So it could be that, you know, it's like this person wants to have a family with you, but I'm actually kind of getting it's something about this connection is going to rock the family harmony. Now, the obvious one would be, well, if somebody's leaving a wife and kids, or a husband and kids, you know, to be with twin flame, well, that's how it's rocking the family harmony, you know. And it's, like I said, it's fucked up. But again, it's like I say all the time, like, you know, everybody deserves better than to be trapped with someone that doesn't love them and they love someone else. Like, and actually, you're doing your kids a favour by showing them that following your heart is the way to go, because those kids grow up to be adults, and kids that grow up to be adults and they were around people that were forcing something and they didn't love each other, well, it's going to do a lot more damage than calling it quits when it's time and moving on, you know what I'm saying? And that's, well, it's not controversial, it's the fucking truth. I'm a twin flame, and that's what I'm here to break, the paradigm of these toxic situations where people stay in families to keep people happy. And it could be like adult families as well, where your family doesn't think that's the right thing for you, but it's like you have to break away from that to do what you want to do, because you're an adult. And what does this say? Creative expression, yeah, to express yourself. So again, that can be like someone that's stuck in a child state, being controlled. And it's kind of like, it's time for you to express yourself. Your, oh my god, inner child and self-reliance. Wow, environmental awareness and parenting children. Holy shit, that's strong. Yeah, look, how's that for confirmation? Your inner child is finding the strength to speak up. And you've become very self-reliant in the past or still now, because that's what happens to a lot of people when, again, it's, and because you had to be discerning. There's some kind of toxic dynamic here between a parent and a child. So it's not for everyone, but you'll know if it's for you. But it is time for you to follow your dreams. Yeah, so whatever that means to someone. And again, I'm getting tired now, so this has got a twin flame card in it. Let's see, what else do we need to know to wrap this up? Wings of light, becoming something new. Yeah, I wondered why they were making me feel another one. You're becoming someone new. You're ascending. You're literally stepping into your higher self. And you're stepping out of loss and lack, fear and victimization. And again, I think that's like, again, that's not for everyone, but it's someone that has been, unfortunately, I feel they have been around like a controlling family figure of some sort. It doesn't always need to be like a mum or a dad. It could be like anyone in the family, but something in the family is not, could just be like a dominant theme of you don't break away from what people usually do or something, but it's something like that. Right, where's the Divine Feminine in this collective? And then I'm going to end it. Divine Feminine, spiritual latent shift to be shifted. I feel the Divine Feminines in this collective. You are going through like a bit of a mini dark night of the soul. You're having a wake up call of your own sort, whilst your masculine is going through one. And Divine Masculine. Oh my god, that makes so much sense of what I just said. So basically, as your Divine Masculine is surrendering, going through their own dark night of soul or coming out of it and becoming something new, you're going through it together. This is a really powerful reading. And remember, I'm not saying that about me being big-headed. I've channeled it, but I could see why I was nervous to do it and why it's taking so long. It's time to stay grounded in these times. There might be something significant about April. Still a while away, mind you, but right, guys, I'm out of breath now, so why am I getting lighted to these? They want me to do one more for Divine Feminine, one more for Divine Masculine. Now, there's Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine cards in these. Divine Feminine clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded. Wow, there's another one about staying grounded. Be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in your life. And remember, I did say I felt this was clearing a lot of energy. I always do clear energy, but I can feel this has cleared a lot of energy. For the Divine Masculine, Orange Golden Dragon from Arcturus. That's two cards about Arcturus. So I feel somebody watching this feels very connected to that energy. I know that I do, but again, I feel connected to all these different energies. Opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. So again, remember I said at some point in this, I'm from the future. Bring soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. So basically, it's like they're giving you, it's a lot about orange here, the sacral chakra, kundalini energy. This Divine Masculine energy, if this is you or your Divine Masculine energy, it is stepping in their fire, their passion. They're feeling this. They're feeling, it's like, this feels really strong, but it's like they're feeling the call of the future. And their future is becoming something new with the twin flame. Wow, not for everyone, but it's for someone, and I'm going to leave it there. If you would like, 1, 2, 3 as well, fuck it, let's go. If you would like something similar like this for yourself, it's up to you. You could either book the hour pre-recorded session or 90 minutes if it was going to be something like this. I think would probably be wise, but I could squeeze it into an hour one. But yeah, definitely couldn't do it in a 30-minute one. But unless I've done like one card, if somebody really is, if you're feeling like, right, a 1 to 30-minute one, I would try it and just pull one card for each, but you see how long this takes. So anyway, but if you want a live session, blah, 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 anything, just email. But I like this and I'm glad I've done it. So see how there's something about this, is that I took a leap of faith to do this and I've been stalling it. And yeah, that's the theme of this. See you later.